Bison women's basketball is headed to the Summit League tournament this week in Sioux Falls. We have a preview for you today. Head coach Maren Walseth is here. And first of all, congratulations, Coach, on the 6th seed. You guys really rallied and got a couple of wins late here to move into that 6th slot, avoid those 1 and 2 seeds, both South Dakota schools, which everyone was trying to do. And just talk about what it means for your group to finish strong like you did, get 2 wins and get this 6th seed.
It was a good ending. Certainly not the middle portion of the season that we had hoped for, but getting our last road win, then winning here at home on senior night gives a little bit of momentum for us, and yeah, gives us a lot of confidence going into the tournament.
How about the Denver game? Just briefly, we'll talk about the last game of the year here at the BBF. Played well, came out with a purpose. It was senior night, and I thought really handled Denver rather easily, and that can build some momentum a little bit, huh?
You thought it was easy? I didn't think it was so easy. But no, it took maybe 3-4 minutes to kind of get our feet wet again, but certainly we were in control. I liked the aggressiveness and the assertiveness that we were playing with from the seniors all the way down to the freshmen. I thought it was a good last homecoming for our seniors.
Shot the ball well too, and that gives the kids some confidence going into this new arena down in Sioux Falls, huh?
Yeah.
How about just senior night, the emotions, how the kids handled that? I thought they handled it very well. Sometimes that's hard to play on senior night.
It is, and we purposely did all of our senior festivities post-game, so the conversation leading up to the game was it was just another game, and then the emotions could come post-game, and they did.
Exactly, yeah, there's some of the festivities right there. It was a great night, good win over Denver. Now let's move on to the Summit League tournament, Coach, and let's talk about the matchup against Oral Roberts. Obviously played them twice during the season, beat them in Fargo very early January, early in the conference schedule, then turned around in Tulsa, and Oral Roberts won that game handily. But talk about the matchup and what you remember from both those games. It's
a good matchup for us. You know, getting the 6th seed, everyone's excited about that. And certainly when we have split with Oral Roberts earlier in the season, there's some confidence that we can be successful. We played them the 2nd time at their place. Taylor had the flu. She didn't play. We were a little bit disjointed. So certainly excited to go down to Sioux Falls and play in a game that we know we can be successful in.
Let's look at the bracket here and, you know, just look at the field and what's your impression of the conference, your first time through it this year, and both South Dakota schools finished at the top, 1 and 2, but just talk about the field in general.
I think both the South Dakota schools deserve what they got. Certainly very talented teams that on any given night were playing superior basketball. Then when you go in that 3rd spot, the IUPUIs, the Westerns, and the Orals, there was a nice tie-break situation that, you know, took a lot of conversations to figure out exactly who was 3 and who was 4 and who was 5. But a good solid field, and I think that we are in a good spot again with Oral Roberts and then the Denver and NDSU, both the teams that we have been successful against, but we're just taking it one day and one game at a time.
Talk about Oral Roberts and the uniqueness of preparing for them. They have a big center, 6'7", defends the rim. That makes them different than every other team in the league, that big post player.
Absolutely. Vicky McIntyre was my vote for Defensive Player of the Year in the conference. So certainly a talented post player. But she also has a good supporting cast with a nice point guard in Jordan, a great shooter in Bala. You know, I mean, they're not a one-man team. They just have a very good post presence inside.
How exciting is conference tournament time? You yourself as a player and as a coach, even prior to your time at NDSU, conference tournament time, March, it's a lot of fun, isn't it?
It is. I mean, this is why we are in this. You know, the conference is good, non-conference is good, but March Madness and the tournament is exciting, and that's kind of when you get in your own little bubble and anything can happen.
Do you embrace the new season? You know, obviously there's the non-conference, then the conference, but do you yourself as a coach embrace that, and how do you get your players to embrace that? Hey, everyone's 0-0 and anyone can get on a 3-day run.
Absolutely. We took 2 days off because of the bye. Our last conference game was a bye, so we had a little extra time to rest the bodies. We got a little cold going through, so it was good to get everybody kind of away from each other. We regrouped last night, had a good practice, and we'll continue going forward. But the message is exactly that. It's a new season, and we have a great opportunity here with 2-3 days before we really have to prepare for ORU just to deal with us. And what strides can we make offensively and defensively in the next 2-3 days to set us apart and make us different than we were in the regular season.
Hey, you guys were picked 9th in the league. You got 6th, so congratulations. Job well done. Best of luck to you down in Sioux Falls.
Thanks, Jeremy.
You bet. We'll see Bison Nation down there. The Bison need you down there. If you can make the trip to Sioux Falls, we would love to see you there. Enjoy the tournament time, everybody.